We had a commitment, obviously a very public commitment before last season of 20 million from Takashi Cheng. I think it came to GBC and talked about it. And unfortunately, right before the season, after a first few payments were in, um, we did not get the rest of the money. So we ended up, bringing in some, investors, being partials. They came in roughly about, I think it was around 500,000 that got us through the season.
What was the club's financial situation when you applied and were given the license by the GFA to play in the Gibraltar League? On what basis were you given that license?
Yeah, well, we had financially gone through the season and covered every. I mean, Mel McKenzie is incredible. I can't give her more than enough credit. And obviously, our staff at the time was just we did all the things right. I mean, internally, our structure was very strong, very strong. That was important for me to professionalize this club. And so, obviously, we got the approval on the license. And looked to this season, actually went into the off season where everyone knew we were going to have to raise more money. When it was delayed and delayed, we thought we could get a guaranteed, because we had guaranteed collateral, with UEFA payments. So we were communicating with banks, going through the process. I mean, it made perfect sense, but I think, when that didn't get approved, it was a very grim time, for the club and myself. I can't even tell you the highs and lows of thinking you've received the biggest, funding, signed agreement, by the way, but the biggest funding in the history of chronic traumatic encephalopathy in sports, and then to have nothing.
How much leg room do you have? I mean, do you have enough money to play the players until the end of the season?
Yeah, no. So we have what we're doing is a lot of the players who are on contracts and whatnot. We're working out agreements for them, buyouts. We have an incredible youth system run by David Ocello. And we've had players that, I mean, gosh, we almost beat Lincoln, what I mean, with like probably I think it was 4 or 5, 16 or 17-year-old, on the pitch, if I'm not mistaken. So bringing the youth players up and kind of going back to, at least until more investment comes, back more youth setup allows us to sustain, that's right now we have to sustain. We're not going to be able to compete at the level that we've been competing at.